Coming one more again for your mind. B&T definitely is this bonking. Hold up, we got them black men talking. Brothers out of Texas, ain't no stopping when our minds get to popping. Yeah. Black men talking. Black men talking. Hold up, we got the black men talking. Black men talking. Black men talking. Hold up, we got the black men talking.
Hold up, we got them black men talking. What's up, y'all?
What's up? What's
going
up?
on? What's up, Chief?
Everything is good. Everyone here, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about all this food that I'm eating. I'm hungry. But yeah. So what's going on? Sales. And we'll go ahead and get right into it.
What's going on? I'm your boy, Pastor Daryl Boyce, and I just can't wait for us to get into our topics. I can't wait for everyone to meet each one of the hosts of this show. We just pray that this show enlighten people's minds and open up your hearts even in certain topics. So that's me.
Hey, this is Mr. Bernard. Hey, it's good to fellowship with these brothers here and black men talking. We're going to get into some real discussions, talk about some real topics. I'm looking forward to the engagement, and I think the crowd, the people, everybody that's listening is going to have a joyful and well-educated experience after listening to this show.
Hey, how y'all doing? This is Anthony Hickman. I am glad and I'm elated to be a part of this show. I am looking forward to interacting with the audience. Um, it is my intention to bring enlightenment to all of the topics that we'll be speaking on. And I look forward to the feedback from the audience to get enlightenment from you all's perspective on the topics that we're talking on. So let's take a ride on this journey.
All right. And with that, we got some videos today. The first video is not going to be something that is like a main topic, but I've seen it repeat itself on YouTube a few times, and so I just want to go over it right quick. Start off with something fun. All right. So here's the video to it. We'll be right back.
When Michael Jackson beat up, he didn't beat Pac up, but Mike, they got in a squabble. Mike kind of, I don't know, Mike, this Pac gonna take off first, but Mike kind of got it. We broke it up. Rest in peace to Big Sight.
Wait.
Mo Cream was there.
Wait. Just when I was finna close out, man, hold on. Wait.
I know that interview I did 5 years ago. That's what I'm finna tell
So
you.
you mean tell me, Pop, the great Pop, and the great king of Pop, you see him on the wall right there, Mike, man. Michael Jackson and
Beat the
Tupac.
dog shit out of Mike.
What?
No, he beat the shit. He didn't beat him up. I can't say, but he gave it to Pac. Pac tried to bomb first. It was on my bitch, cause down look, we in Homie Hills. If you know Homie Hills, right next to Michael Jordan's house. Martin stayed right here. Ice-T used to have a house, remember, in the Hollywood Hills. But this is Homie Hills. Kadada Jones' mama is Peggy Lipton from My Squad. Remember the white bitch? From My Squad. Lipton like Steve billionaire bitch. So
That's the whole family.
whole family. Mike and Kadada, that's like his niece. It ain't no sexual shit. That's like his niece. So they're doing a big old barbecue. Kadada is sitting on Mike's lap. You see me? Kadada sitting on the lap, smoking weed, drinking big old fly shit. Pac comes in. Pac walks in looking for Kadada. So them niggas came in. Pac had the red flag. You see Kadada. What's up? Whoa. he kind of bumping into me like, what's up, boy? But he was looking for Kadala. He let Kadala sit on Mike lap. So he just bombarded. And the fuck about Mike and just, hey, Kadala need to holler at you. And grab Kadala. And Mike grabbed Kadala's arm. So they got the bitch like this. So Pac move over. Like, nigga, what's happening? Move. Pac, he gonna bomb first. One thing about Pac, he ain't gonna talk to you too much. You know that swing covered. He gonna try to check the chin. So he swung, Mike dipped, and then Pac kicked. Mike blocked the kick, gave him the left, and just went to the ground, squabbling up.
Oh man,
and then me and Big Sight, we got him apart. Mike had a little grass in his curl. Pac had a little shine. Mike, and left got him right there. And then they lived in, what's that? Ah! Pig Lips started screaming. White, ah! At my house!
oh man.
And then we had to ask Quincy Jones, he was there. And we had to make some niggas hug it out. But Mike, he got on Pac. He got Pac ahead. Mike about 6'2", Pac about 5'11". Mike 6, man, Mike got it. We gonna say he beat Pac up, but he beat Pac up.
Oh man.
When he said beat it, he meant it, man. You know what I'm saying?
But this is not the first time that it's been spoken on that people have Michael Jackson's character messed up.
Yeah.
He was still a black man at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I don't care about the bleaching. I don't care about the monkey. I don't care about none of that. Did we forget that's Joe Jackson's son?
Yep. Yeah, Joe Jackson, wasn't he a boxer or something like that?
Yeah.
That's right.
And he had six other brothers.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. A house full of boys, a hard daddy. I mean, he had to have something in him. He had to have something
Indiana.
in him.
And
Let's
that's
just
my
start
point
there.
right there. Alone.
Let's just start right there.
Gary, Indiana.
Right.
Gary, Indiana is the home of Golden Glove boxers. And they've had boxers from all over, going to Gary, Indiana and get whooped. So I can just imagine Michael Jackson saying, "Come on, Pop, you about to get this, Pop."
Have to put them hands on him.
It took one time to get him to the ground, though.
Yeah.
But they always say that Tupac is quick to fight, but he be losing the majority of his fights because he can't fight. That's what they say. So
just imagine getting whooped by Michael Jackson, and then afterwards he's singing, "You're looking at the man in the mirror."
Oh man.
Yeah,
that was good.
That's probably
that's the first time I've seen
slipped on some Jerry Curl juice. That's what happened. Slipped on that Jerry Curl juice and lost his footing.
He said the
and moonwalk the other way.
All right. The next topic that we got going is let me see if I can set it up right. South Africa. South Africa had just came out of apartheid in the 90s, early 90s, right? And the first president they had was
Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, Nelson Mandela. And his thing was trying to get some of that land back because as of now, okay, even though the white South Africans, the Afrikaners, are the minority of the country, they still own around 90% of all the land. So the other president, Ramaphosa, he's basically doing like a domain, eminent domain, like how we have here in the United States, to build highways and stuff like that. Your house will be taken, but you'll get some type of compensation for it. So here we got Elon Musk, who's in Trump's ear now, saying, "Hey, They're committing genocide over there against the white South Africans, killing them and stuff like that. And the other side is saying, hey, it's not true. But Trump, once he hears something, he'll go right up without trying to figure out the other side. Immediately, he went ahead and put sanctions on South Africa. So now South Africa's upset, and they're saying, "Hey, we ain't did it, but hey, eminent domain. So if we got eminent domain, as far as with the land, why and you guys got it, then why are you coming after us?" But here's the video to explain more about it. It's not long; it's only like a couple of minute video, and we'll come back and talk about it.
Terrible things are happening in South Africa. They're taking away land, they're confiscating land.
Are Donald Trump's claims about South Africa true? Trump claims South Africa's new Expropriation Act enables farmland and property belonging to ethnic minority Afrikaners to be seized without compensation. His close advisor, Elon Musk, who was born in South Africa, also claims President Cyril Ramaphosa had openly racist ownership laws. Because of these allegations, Trump has signed an executive order freezing aid to South Africa and has even offered asylum to white farmers claiming they are victims of race-based discrimination. Land ownership in South Africa has been a highly sensitive issue since the end of apartheid more than 30 years ago. Apartheid was the system of racial segregation under which laws like the Natives Land Act of 1913 opened the door for the white minority to own nearly 90% of the land. The law allows the government to take land for public good, like infrastructure development, including roads and homes. It states that land can be taken without compensation, but that's only in circumstances where it is just and equitable and in the public interest to do so. This includes if the property is not being used and there's no intention to either develop or make money from it. The same assertions have been made by the right-wing AfriForum group, which represents white Afrikaners. It has been lobbying for international support against the Expropriation Act.
And we will not be bullied.
President Cyril Ramaphosa's ANC party has accused AfriForum of misinformation and fear-mongering. And his government says Trump's actions are based on a campaign of misinformation and propaganda.
Yep. So there we got it. There it goes. So where do y'all think this is going to head to next?
And me personally,
It always seems to.
I think it's all about Elon Musk, man, to be honest with you. I think Elon Musk
Yeah.
got in Trump's ear because he is from South Africa and he is trying to get that land from the Africans, to be honest with you, from the South Africans. If they took all of this land, I don't see a problem with them trying to reapportion that land because it's actually theirs that was stolen from them. And Trump, he's looking at this as a power play. He's making these moves across the world, really, not just in South Africa, but he's trying to push his weight now that he's president. And, I think that president of South Africa is right to try to stand up, whatever means he has to do. If it's because I know they have a lot of minerals, right, in South Africa that they trade. If they have to use that as a tool to bring to the table to kind of stop this oppression, then I think that's a good idea. That's just my opinion.
One of the things that we have to look at is the land was 100% African, black South Africans. When apartheid happened, the roles reversed and it became 81% white South Africans during apartheid. The land should be returned to its original people. And If you look at what's going on in the whole continent of Africa, we have Africans going back to Africa. We have blacks going back to Ghana and purchasing land.
Right.
What the white South Africans don't want is to become the minority again. Because if they become the minority again, what happens? They lose their voting power.
Mm.
And Mr. Bernard is absolutely right. Africa is full of gold in places like Ghana and in the Sierra Valley, stuff like that, filled with gold. And if me, Whitey, and I hate to say it that way, if I can't control those resources, I'm gonna say, oh no, these black Africans are here, they're killing us, they're ready to take our land. You know, there's an old saying, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. And right now they're trying to be the squeaky wheel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
And
agree.
you got something,
It's kind of hard for me to see this being different than any other play that's
Yeah.
never been done in history, man. I mean, I feel for the brothers and sisters in Africa, but I really can't concern myself with anything that's not going on where I live at, where my
Mm-hmm.
children live at, my children's children are gonna live at, you know. And this
Mm-hmm.
play ain't nothing different than I seen going down right here in San Antonio. This ain't no play that's any different than what I see going down right here in the city of Converse, right here in any city or municipality in America. You know, you got all these quote unquote predominantly black neighborhoods. And what happens? The buzzword, gentrification. They come in there and take all the land, pull all these different ways of writing contracts, rewriting laws, rewriting city codes so that the land can be seized. And you just heard in the description there where she said the land being basically not making money. Well, who's to deem what's making money or not? You know, when making money according to their standard, you know, uh, it's the same justification that they gave when they came and took this land and made it America. You know, this place wasn't called America. They stole this land and named it America and told the people that native people that were here that they were teaching them a better way of life. Who's who's to say a better way of life? If I'm living, I'm surviving. I've been living and surviving for generations. We've been multiplying. We ain't been taking nothing from nobody. We've been self-sustaining. What what is better? You know, and
I
this
think
ain't
the
nothing
bigger,
different.
I think the bigger picture, man, is more about resources. You know, and I hate to say it, and it's more about black and it's about white. You know, when the smoke clears, right? Um, the white people, I'm just being honest with you, the white people want to be in charge. And if there's any way or any reason that they seem like that control is slipping away from them, then these are the type of actions that they do. Right? It doesn't matter if it's here in the United States or if it's in Germany or if it's in Africa. Whenever they see their power slipping away, then they will enforce these laws, these movements, and these are movements. Truly believe it. You know, especially like when Trump talks about make America great again. Um, he's talking about taking it back to a place where white people were in control, and I think this is on a world stage right now. You know, it's not just here in the states, but you know, you have a lot of different countries who's looking at the United States as a leader that we are, but he's given them an opportunity to let out some of these racist epithets out, and people are taking control of it. And if he gets that done in South Africa, that's just going to be the beginning of what they do.
Um,
You,
let me go ahead and push back just a little bit on what Anthony said. Me as a Black American, I have to pay attention on what's going on in Africa, even though I don't live there. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because not only did Trump go ahead and sign that bill or whatever he did to stop, the flow of money from going over there,
Aid.
he just turned the white Afrikaners into refugees and invited them to come to the United States to live.
I'm not saying that it don't matter. What I'm saying
Uh-huh.
is we continue to play into this fear mongering, this
Oh yeah,
whole creating the black white,
right.
getting lost in the black white argument. I ain't saying that it's not real. We know it's real. So
Mm-hmm.
why are we lost right there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this is the same. Like I said, this is the same play that's been going on from the beginning of time. So we get so caught up in the emotion of it and in the razzle dazzle of it that well, okay, where's the solution? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't, he ain't doing nothing that his forefathers didn't do and they forefathers didn't do and that they didn't do. And as you said, they've been doing it all across the world. We watched it. We watched this time and time again in every country of the world.
So how do we
So
fix it? How do we
it's
fix it? What's
fight
what's
back.
your
I,
opinion
I
on how
mean,
we fix it?
like what we just saw that brother doing, standing up there on that podium and said, we're not going to be bullied.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to be bullied. We're going to fight back. You know, but again, it's going to take, excuse me, boots on the ground, grassroots, just having a heart and standing up, but also the intelligence of actually putting the effort to get in there and go toe to toe with these codes, with these contracts, with these, and you have to weed out the weasels. If we keep selling each other out, if we keep on biting the pork chop, then how do we win? How do we
You
win?
know,
How do you
What do
fight
you
a
think?
machine?
What do you think about some of the prominent black leaders that we have here in the United States? Do you think that some of these guys can step in, being that they are on a world stage? Some of the leaders that we do have in this country, and kind of assist, the South Africans, being that they're in a position to where, um, like Gerard said, they're going to take their aid from them.
what
Uh, it's a divide
What
and conquer situation.
one of the things
it is, but what
is
we
we
keep saying
have
is what they're doing. But what are we doing? We keep hollering about what the white man is doing, but I don't see any damage that the white man can do if we're not allowing him to do it. And if we sitting up here and we trusting somebody and we sending them over there to be our representative and speak for us, but at the same time they're sitting at a table in the back room making a deal and just putting on the Ritz and got us thinking that okay, they speaking for us, but the whole time they negotiate something totally different. And when it comes
let
back
me
out to the public, they
let me
give us
hop
an
in real
excuse.
fast.
Go ahead, Daryl. Go ahead, jump in now.
Our problem is we have a lack of leadership in the United States. Um, we
Period.
have
Point blank.
a president who is known to have racist antics. Um, so whether it's here or whether it's abroad, he's still a racist. He thinks about himself and his comrades. Unfortunately, he has the pockets of Elon Musk. He has the pockets of the other 300 billionaires that are
Mhm.
supporting his antics. Now, the black leaders in our community would not stand a chance in going against these oligarchs, is what I'll call them, without facing um, execution. I'm gonna put it out there. The moment one of our black leaders goes over to South Africa and stirs up the hornet's nest, he'll be dead before he gets back to the United States. Politically,
So let me ask y'all. Let me ask y'all this. We all know that. We all know that. We all know that. So what do we do? Do we just keep going along with the play and complaining about it, or does somebody be willing to take that bullet and
I
and
think,
and make sure, but not ignorantly take the bullet? I'm not talking about no tough guy business. I'm
no, we
talking
have to
about
change the leadership.
yeah, I think
organized leadership, organized moving in a militant and organized direction to where, okay, this one goes over. He does what he's got. One man's plant, one man water, one man harvest. You see what I'm saying? So, but
I
there's the
don't
problem.
know, man. I think the answer is dialogue, man. You know, I think it's dialogue. You know, if you get the right people talking, you know, that's where you're going to get your solutions at. You know, to me, nothing's going to happen. Just like you said earlier, Ant, nothing's going to change. It's been going on like this for a long time. But if you can get proper dialogue, if you can get the right people talking with the right influence, right, then you can make change. You know, hey, I'm just a little guy. Ain't nobody going to listen to me. You know what I mean? But you take somebody with some influence, you know, like a Jay-Z, for instance. Right? You take a guy like that who's been working with, you know, in Africa, who've been building wells over there so they can have clean drinking water. I mean, people don't talk about it, but he's already involved on the world stage and he's been helping those people without looking for any acclamations. But you take somebody with his status, if you get him to talking and sitting in the room and speaking with some of these people, then maybe you can get some results. That's what I'm saying. It's all about dialogue. Uh, it's
And
always going to be
this is
war.
exactly what I'm saying. And I agree with you, but this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, okay, we're gonna build the wells, we're gonna do it. I've been hearing about wells being built since I was in the third grade, man. Like, they still ain't got no water. Like, no, it's
Africa's a big country,
we we send
The
somebody over
continent,
there.
continent.
a
Yeah,
big continent, a
that's
huge
totally.
continent.
I totally understand that. But my point is, there's got to be more action, but beside the small scale things that are being done. You know, it's the same thing as how we continue to have uh food drives every week. You got multiple churches throughout every city in America doing food banks, but yet we still starving. It's the same difference.
Well,
It's a big
think
problem,
about it like
and
this. What if they
all the
didn't do the
fathers
food
don't.
drives? What if they didn't do the food drives? Then the people who needed that food wouldn't have got it. You see what I'm
That's
saying? You
that
can
that
never,
that's besides the point. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not
yeah,
saying that it's not effective. What I'm
yeah.
saying is that it has to be a follow up. It's just like just like on the court. You shoot that shot. Doesn't matter whether you make it or you don't make it. Even if you make it, especially if you make it, the points ain't gonna keep racking up if you don't follow up. You see what I'm saying? So to build the wells, also have somebody willing to go over there and speak, but you gotta have some force behind you. The one thing that them people do not respect is whispering and peaceful demonstration. They respect violence. When people start talking and they know somebody who's talking has force behind them, they don't they move they move lightly. They move lightly. They move smart and they move strategically, like they're
I have
Where
to
supposed
would
to.
say this.
this
I
force
have to
come
say
from?
this real
You know what
fast.
Mhm.
I have to say this real fast. The Bible does say the kingdom is taken with force, but
Amen.
force is more than violence.
Mm.
I never
Force
said that it
is
was only violence.
force
I
is
said it
no, no.
takes
Hold on. Let me
everything.
finish. Let me finish. Force is politically. Force is with
Yep.
the dollar
Yep.
because you can't go over there with $12 in your pocket and
Yep.
expect to win
Yep.
some people over. So
Right.
you have to have that financial backing.
Yeah.
You have to have a way. I'm telling you now.